and welcome back. In this episode, we're going to focus on how to detect which theme is in use on your Windows Phone 7 device. The device comes with both a light, which is white, and a dark, which is black theme. When you build out your application, you may want to know which of these themes is in use in order to swap out resource files at runtime. In this episode, we will learn how to not only detect which theme is in use, but we'll also learn how to change the resource files at runtime to meet the theme that is in use. So let's go ahead and get started. When building out your Windows Phone 7 application, it's important to pay attention to the fact that the phone itself can run under two themes, a dark theme and a light theme. The dark theme has a black background with white text, and the light theme has a white background with black text. This is important because as you build out your app and you implement your own styles and your own colors, you need to make sure that they are both readable and legible under both the black theme and the light theme. Because if they're not, say for example you have white text and you switch to the light theme, which means you have a white background with white text, you're going to fail marketplace certification because your screen is not readable with white on white. Now this problem goes away if you're going to go ahead and use the built-in themes and styles that come with the Windows Phone 7 platform. And these are the styles that start with the word phone. And it's what's used by default within the phone application. The reason you don't need to worry about this is because at runtime, the phone will switch out the themes being used for you, so you don't have to deal with anything, and your text will automatically conform based on the appropriate theme. However, if you are using your own styles, you do need to pay attention to this. In this episode, we're going to take a look at how we can detect the theme and switch out the resource dictionaries being used at runtime so that our app actually looks nice under both the dark and light theme. In this page here, our basic app, I've got a text box, a button, and a rectangle, and they're basically built for the dark theme. Now what happens if I run this under the light theme? Well, this white text will not be white, it'll continue to be white, which means you won't be able to see it, the button won't have a border, and my rectangle is going to stick out like a black box. So what we want to be able to do is have two different themes. So I've gone ahead and I've already created a folder called the resources, and I've got a XAML file called dark theme. My dark theme XAML file is fairly simple. It's got two colors created and then three styles, one for each of my UX elements I'm going to use. And here what I'm doing is I'm setting my text block so that my foreground is white, and then I'm going to switch that to be dark on my light theme, and I've created a few other styles on my a few other properties on my other styles. Now I've already gone ahead and created my light theme.xaml as well, which has the same properties, but I've switched the colors around for them. So this gives me both my light and my dark theme implementation for my resource dictionaries. Now within my app.xaml class, I've wired up one of the dictionaries by default and happened to be the dark theme. And I've already set up so that by default it will use the dark theme. Now the trick is, at runtime, how do I determine which theme is being used on the phone, dark or light, and how do I switch out the resources on the fly? Well, fortunately, that's fairly simple and fairly easy, and it's about 15 lines of code. So let's go ahead and write that code now and run our test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up into our app.xaml.cs class. I'm going to come to my app method, and I'm going to create a method here called detect theme. Detect theme is what we're going to call to do the swapping. So let's go ahead and create a method here. Now the first thing I want to do in my theme is my detect theme method is go ahead and clear all the existing merge dictionaries out of memory. So we're going to say current.resources.merge dictionary clear, and now have no styling, no theming at all. Next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and create two variables. One is the resource dictionary I'm going to create, and I'm also going to create a string for theme to use, which theme I'm going to use, the light or the dark. And then finally, I need to detect which theme is currently being used on the phone. So I'm going to call into the resources collection. I'm going to ask for the phone light theme visibility. Basically what this will do is reach into the underlying themes that are native to the phone and try to find this one theme or this one style. And if it can find it, it'll give me the visibility factor of it. So we're going to basically say if if it's visible, so is it active? Else do something else. So if it's visible, we're going to say theme to use is light theme.xaml. If it's not active, we're going to switch it to the dark theme. Pretty straightforward. So now I have the ability to detect which theme is being run. I'll predefine which themes I want to use. Then finally I need to go ahead and inject that resource dictionary based on the theme, light or dark, into the current merged dictionaries. So I'm going to go ahead and build my URI string. So let's do WP7. So I built my URI, so now let's go ahead and do dictionary to add. So I've got my dictionary now created. And then finally I can do current.resources.merge dictionaries, add, and say dictionary to add. So in a matter of 10 lines of code, I've cleared out all my merged dictionaries. I've grabbed a pointer to the light theme visibility style. I've checked to see if that theme is visible or not. If it is or isn't, I've created the appropriate theme. I've created the URI and created the instance of my dictionary for that. And I've gone ahead and added that back to my application. So let's go and run our application right now and see if this works. So my app is loaded and you see I'm on the dark theme. And you'll see everything looks legible and it shows up just fine. Let's go ahead and kill the app. Let's go and change our settings. Let's change it to the light theme. You'll see the background turns white. Let's rerun our app. And when I rerun my app, my background changes from black to white. My text, which was previously white, is now black. My button changed colors and my rectangle changed colors as well. As you can see, it picked up the theme appropriately and swapped it out based on the appropriate theme and used my appropriate resource dictionary. So just to kind of recap, what we did is we created two theme files, one for dark and one for light. Created those so that they have the exact same style names. Basically just changed the individual properties of each of the style. Went into our app.xaml class, XAML resource, hardwired a default dictionary, such as my dark theme here, to use. And then within my app.xaml.cs, I created a method called detect theme, where we basically cleared out the existing merged dictionaries, determined the theme based on a style, and then added the appropriate theme into the merged dictionary and ran the application. So you can see it's fairly simple, not a lot of lines of code, works. So I hope you learned something, and until next time.